Okay, on number 11, let's take our graph here. First thing is, let's identify that y-intercept. Remember, y-intercept occurs when it crosses the y-axis. So in this case, it is right up here. That is my y-intercept located at 0, 5. The x-intercept occurs when it crosses the x-axis, which is, well, not stellar actually. Should have given you a better point. It's located at about 2.5 comma 0. Now, we don't know that to be exactly. I'll talk about to see if 2.5 is actually right here in a few minutes. Because of that, right now we're just going to kind of estimate that. Now, to calculate the slope, I need to have nice points. And the problem here is, because the x-intercept is not a nice point, I need to find a better point than that x-intercept. This is the x-intercept, but I don't know if it's exactly at 2.5. Now the y-intercept is good, it's up there at 0.5. I'm gonna take this nice point right here to use my slope to find the rise over run, make that staircase we talk about. So I'm gonna go up and then back there. Now how much did you move up? I moved up from 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I went back 1, 2. And because I went back 2, I put a -2 because going to the left means negative. So my rise was up 4, and I went to the left 2 units. So my slope is -2. Now, we have our linear function now, okay? That ax plus b, the mx plus b, you don't have to do any more work. We found the slope to be -2. Let me write that a little bit better. And we find the y-intercept to be 5. Now, after that, for the evaluation, I can just say, hey, go look at the graph. When x is 2, so when x is 2 is right here, my graph is right there. So 2 comma 1 is where f of 2 is located. When x is 0, 0 on the x-axis, go up to find the graph up there at 5, 0 comma 5 is where that's located. Now, the other thing is, we want to work it backwards to say, hey, when the output is 3, this is what this says, when, or I should say where, let me try this one more time. What is x when the graph is on the y-axis at 3? That's what that's essentially meaning. So we want to go find that y-axis. Where's 3 located? Okay, y-axis is here. 3 is right here. So that location is at x equals 1, 1 comma 3. And I shouldn't say y-axis, but the y-coordinate. Okay. Now, going back to the x-intercept, that is located at 2.5 comma 0, but I will make sure on the quiz it's at a nicer point. Okay. Number 12, let's run through that again. Y-intercept and the x-intercept actually are both crossing at the same location, which is what we call the origin. So this is the one time where the x-intercept and y-intercept will be at the same location, at the origin, okay? Now the slope, I'm going to take that point, I'm going to find another nice point, and boy, I have a whole bunch of nice points on there. So what I'm looking for is that staircase I keep talking about, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on and so on and so on. So my rise and run is 1 over 1. And I've got my linear function already, okay? We just found the slope to be 1. And I can put the 1 out front, I don't have to, okay, 1x. And I found the y-intercept to be at 0. Now we don't say usually 1x plus 0. We clean that up a bit and just say x, okay? 1 is in front of there, that's still the slope, and we don't say a plus 0, we don't say 5 plus 0, we just say 5. So that's why I took off the plus 0. When x is, say, 1, where's my graph? So x is 1, 1, 1 is located right there. When x is negative 3 is right here on the x, down here at negative 3. Okay. And then lastly, oops, wrong way. Let's try this again. Okay, and then last one there, the output. Where is the graph got a y value of 3 at? What does the xy have to be? So here's y is 3, right here is that, and that's at 3 in this case. So x equals 3. Last one there, number 13. Y-intercept is where it's crossing the y-axis at, right up here at 0, 2. The x-intercept, is this ever going to cross the x-axis? I mean, here it is and here it is. These are parallel to one another, and they're never going to cross. So we're going to say there is none. Okay, it's possible to not get one because it's never going to cross the x-axis there, all right? Now, for the slope, to go from, say, one point to the next, we've seen this before. Okay, you're not rising anything. Okay, if you're not rising anything, we say the rise is none, 0. But you are running to go from one point to next. You're running 1 unit. So 0 divided by anything is 0. And we've seen this linear function before. Okay, one of the very things we start off at the beginning of the year with. We found the slope to be 0. We found the y-intercept to be 2. Now, we don't say 0x plus 2. 0 times anything is 0. So really what we should clean this up to be is just say f of x equals 2. That always gives me a constant, a horizontal line. When x is negative 2, when x is negative 2, where's my graph at? Up here at 2. And this should be 2 for everything, because even over here at 40, because this line is continuing to open out like this, when x is 40 way down here, it's still going to be at 40, comma 2. Now, the last one there is saying, okay, that what is the input when the output is 2? What is the x when the y value is 2? And the interesting thing about this one is there's more than one answer here, okay? You could tell me all these little points right here at 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 42, negative 3, 2, negative 5, 2. And the answer for this one here is x is infinite, okay? It has all the real numbers. X is infinite or all real numbers, because every number that is out there, because it's horizontal, is going to give me the same y value of 2.